Hello guys, Bricklink here, and today we have some huge new Lego leaks, so stay tuned to find out more. If you do enjoy the video, why not like the video, so subscribe and turn notifications to help us get to 76,000 subscribers, but let's get into it. So I think that we can all agree that Lego's Christmas lineup has been pretty strong this year. From the upscale Santa Claus to, of course, the gingerbread AT-AT, it's definitely been a popular assortment of sets. But then Lego has come along and given us a surprise set, which is actually a brand new Lego modular building. This one being, of course, a winter themed set. If you haven't given up the details for this one though, it is going to be set number 4002025, the shopping street scene, of course, part of the winter village. It's going to be coming in with 1,769 pieces. But here's what I'm going to have to break your heart, as this one is going to be an employee only gift, which will be given out to only Lego employees. If you're not aware, each year at the end of the year, Lego gives out an exclusive set to every single one of its employees. Probably most famously is going to be that Christmas X-Wing, but then this year they are giving them a winter village themed modular building, which is definitely going to get a lot of people disappointed and a lot of people hoping they could buy this one. So of course there is no price tied to it, you have to buy it on the aftermarket. But the build itself is going to have a few different shops. The main one is going to be a toy shop with some great part uses to get the toy sign on the top. If we look at the bottom as well, there's some great architecture, two minifigures, and you can see this one is going to be on a base plate with a street walk and some tiles. There's going to be a minifigure with looks like various sets for sale in his hand, probably the shopkeeper of the shop. Then if we move over to the right hand side of the build, you can see there is going to be a post office, which is going to include another child minifigure and then also the post office keeper, and will also be potentially an exclusive colour masonry brick in light blue for now, but I presume that will appear in some sets in 2026. As usually, employee gifts don't have too many exclusive parts, and this one is interesting, as if you look on the left hand side, there is going to be two distinct colours of the wall, and that is because this one is actually built on two 16x32 base plates. So on the back side of the build, there is going to be, you can see a little bit of a blurry picture here of Santa's grotto. So either you can have this as a complete modular building with two close-up sides, or you can put both plates next to each other to have a longer street scene, but it is going to kind of be cool. And you can see a little bit of the grotto. If we look through the back, Santa is going to be appearing around the side. There is going to be awesome sticker detail as well, saying visit Billund, and then also some Santa's letters in a little post box. So this one a really fun set, and I think honestly this one would have been a great set if Lego would have gone ahead and released it. Everyone would have bought it as a winter village set, but for now you're going to be left to places like eBay and Bricklink. Probably your best time to buy it is going to be in January, potentially when the hype kind of dies down, but of course there is only about 23,000 Lego employees, so about how many of sets this one is going to be made. So it's not going to be cheap, and sadly it's not going to be easy to get hold of, as we've seen in the past with these employee only gifts. Next up, onto Lego Pokemon, which has definitely got a lot of people excited for 2026, and for the past few weeks now we've known that there is going to be a massive set including the potentially 3 starters of Pokemon. This of course being 72153 Pokemon, the buildable Bulbasaur, Squirtle and Charmander. This one the biggest Pokemon set, coming in with 6,838 pieces on a whopping price tag of $650. We now know that's £580 in the UK, and launching on February 27th 2026, otherwise known as Pokemon Day for that year. But it now seems, according to BrickTab, it won't be the original starting 3 starters. Well, it will be, but it is likely that they will actually be in the final evolutions designed for the set, rather than first evolutions when you start the Pokemon games. And I think that is kind of an interesting choice. Obviously, probably the starters are more iconic, but doing the final ones is going to probably add more textures to the build, more excitement to the build, and make them look more impressive at that price tag. And maybe they'll do the starters and individual cheaper ones down the line. But definitely interesting to see they're going for Pokemon with not the most obvious choices for that first wave, if it is indeed the final evolutions for the 3 starters. Then Lego Speed Champions continues to get a lot of exciting set reveals for 2026, where we're going to have the brand new F1 Academy car. This one is going to be set number 77258, coming in with 201 pieces for a little bit of a high price tag of $28 or £23. And this one is going to be our first F1 Academy set, and it's actually going to be a sponsored Lego car, which we'll see on the 2026 grid, which is pretty cool. So if you see that and you want to get that and build it for your own collection, this will be the case when this set is going to launch on March 1st. Of course, it is plastered in that iconic yellow color scheme. We've also got the Lego logo plastered throughout, so a nice little tie-in as Lego continues its Formula 1 collaborations now with the F1 Academy. A few days ago, we did get our first look at a Lego Technic set, being the 4 GT, which has gone down a pretty good success. I'd say a lot of you are excited for that one, but now thanks to BrickMerge, we know some information on another Technic wave, which will be launching a little bit later in 2026. But first off, we're going to be getting 42227, being the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon SUV. This one is quite a mouthful to say, but it is going to be coming in with 747 pieces, and should be retailing for $65 or £55. So I'm excited to see a Jeep Wrangler once again in Lego Technic form. Hopefully they easily go with quite a bright colour scheme like a red or a blue, or they could go more simple with something like a white with black rims that would still pop out pretty well. And I expect the sizing to be of this one, something like we saw with the Ford Bronco, which released this summer. So we're part of a larger Technic weight though, with also 42226, the BMW M4 GT3 Evo race car. This one in a similar price tag with 723 pieces, and also retailing for $65 or £55. This one should be a cool car to get in Lego Technic form in that kind of midi-scale collection. So the first time we've seen the car, we did of course see it in Lego Speed Champions, which had definitely a lot of stickers. So fingers crossed not as many in the Technic set, but I'm sure it will be in a similar scale of those kind of mid-range vehicles we often see from Lego Technic. And a smaller set even being 42225, this one being the yellow motorcycle. It's going to come in as well the cheapest Technic sets with 151 pieces, retailing for $10 or £9. So this one will be an unlicensed Technic vehicle, like we've seen in the past few years with like the construction vehicles. We'll be getting a fun little motorcycle, of course, primarily aimed at kids. But then we're going to be getting somewhere for the adults with 42228, this one being an 18+ set. We don't have a set name yet, but we can work some things out from the details. We know it's going to contain 1,675 pieces. It's going to come in of a price tag of $230 or £200 for those of you in the UK. And this set, along with all those I just mentioned, are going to be launching on March 1st, 2026. But going back to 18+ set, I think with the piece count and the price count, if it's what Lego Technic has done for the past 3 years now, which is a brand new F1 car. We just talked about Lego expanding its F1 partnership, so I could definitely see this one being an F1 car. It could be a new team like Aston Martin or Williams, but also the McLaren is retiring at the end of this year, and the design is looking a little bit dated, so potentially could be another McLaren. We'll just have to see, or it could be something totally different and not F1 related, but just a little theory of mine. But yeah, that Technic wave is going to be launching on March 1st. Then of course, always, if you want to stay up to date with the latest Lego news and rumours, you can follow me on Instagram at brick_clicker. And a huge thank you to all 17 members of the Clickers and Brickers YouTube membership. Huge thank you for being part of the Clickers and Brickers membership. It is much appreciated. Then we're going to talk Lego Christmas promos. Of course, they were pretty good last year, as we saw the Nutcracker scene released in December. Now, thanks to BrickTap, we have a look at the first one. It's going to be our Christmas promo for 2025. This one is going to be the Winter Gazebo. A nice little fun scene with 3 minifigures. It's not only the biggest set in the world, but this one is going to fit perfectly into your winter village. And of course, this one is going to be a gift with purchase, so you're not going to be able to buy this one, but it is currently rumoured that this one will be available from December 3rd to December 9th. So our first promo in December, and if it follows the kind of Nutcracker and the rumours, it's going to be coming in at $130 or £115 spends on anything. That's not all though, as we usually get a second Christmas promo, which is smaller each year, and now thanks to Brick Merge, we know that 40777 is likely to be the second Christmas promo set for December. Brick Merge lists this one at 190 pieces, and it's going to be coming in as an 8+ set, and this one is likely going to be available from December 10th, so I'd imagine maybe a $190 threshold on that one. It's usually the second promo later towards Christmas, ends up being a smaller, more compact one, but so far the first one what we've seen, hopefully available at the start of December, will be looking great for your Winter Village or Lego Christmas collections. Next up, we're going to talk Lego Insiders Weekend, which of course just a few days away now. We've already had some interesting rumours, like 20% off the Line Knights Castle or 30% off Ninjago Markets, but now thanks to BrickTap, we got some information on some Europe-only exclusive deals, including more sets than what we talked about being 30% off. These are going to include the Twilight the Cullen House, which only released this year for 30% off. The Lego Technic BMW motorcycle, that one is going to be a great discount. Some exclusive sets to Lego, like the Lamborghini Huracan, this one in orange, the Lego City Seaside Harbour and Cargo Ship, and also the Lego City Construction Excavator. For fans of Disney, there is going to be the Moana's Flower Pot. We do also have some extra sets which are going to be in that 25% off bracket. This one isn't going to include the massive Cole's Titan Mech, this one 25% off. Also some Speed Champions like the Mercedes 2-pack, that one an awesome build. And then the set we just mentioned being the retiring McLaren race car. And then for some more sets being 20% off as well. This one including a much needed discount on the massive UCS Jabba Sail Barge. The Lego Fortnite, the Battle Bus, that one has some great minifigures, and some more 18+ sets like the Polaroid camera, and then also the Piranha Plant. All those deals though will be in Europe only, sadly, and also Europe will be getting all those deals we discussed the other day, as well as the US, but these deals I just mentioned are only in Europe. Of course, on top of that, you're going to be getting double Insiders points, and there is also going to be the 2 promos of the Castle and the Hot Chocolate stand, so it's going to be a great time to buy some Lego on Insiders Weekend. And then we're going to talk about a set which I feel a lot of people forgot about, which was the Sweetheart Tweety Bird, which launched at the start of 2025. It seems we are getting a follow-up though, being 40920, being the Bugs Bunny art. We don't know the price or piece count, but we do know this one is going to be launching on January 1st, 2026. So this one is going to be some interpretation in kind of a buildable style of Bugs Bunny, which I'm sure will be popular. And this one could be also seasonal themed like we saw with Tweety Bird. We're not too sure, but we just know there is going to be another Looney Tunes set on the way. Fingers crossed we also get more Brickheads, as I think there's lots of potential with those, as some iconic characters, of course, like Tweety Bird and also Bugs Bunny. And if you're a fan of Brickheads like me, Stitch is going to be getting a friend as we move into 2026. As thanks to BrickTap, we know that there will be the Disney Angel Brickhead in early 26 is going to be releasing for that $10 or £10 price tag. So it'd be great to get Angel to go along Stitch like we saw with the bigger model in Brickheads format. And I'm just loving what they're doing at the moment with all these Disney Brickheads. They're just looking so good and definitely making up a pretty impressive display. Things are also getting exciting for Lego and Ninjago, where of course we've seen them reveal at the 4-Weapons Blacksmith, but now thanks to BrickTap and Max Bort, we know some more information on 71861, this one being Ninjago the Old Town. This one expected to be the flagship model for the 16th anniversary, coming in with 4,851 pieces, and a pretty good price tag if it's true of $310, so about £270 for those of you in the UK. This one launching in just weeks time now on January 1st, 2026. First off, I'm going to get the bad news out of the way. This one is now confirmed that it won't be a Lego Ninjago City set. A little bit of a disappointment for me, as I do love that sub-theme and the main thing I collect from Ninjago, but instead this is expected to be some sort of standalone build like we saw with the tournament Temple City. It's going to have some great minifigures though, including all the ninja like Kai, J, Kull, Zin, Lloyd, Nia, Wu and Garmadon, and these apparently, according to Max Ball, are going to be in the kind of classic version we're expected to see for the anniversary. There will be some anniversary minifigures as well, including Young Wu, Young Warmgadon, and also the first Spinjitzu Master. So to finally get those minifigures, I know Ninjago fans will definitely be excited about, and I presume those also will have those little stands like we saw with the first set, which was revealed a couple of weeks ago for the blacksmith, and then you can collect them all together. There's going to be other great minifigures though, including Harumi, Faith, Mastake, Crux, Achronix, Ed, Dr. Julian, also the Postman, a travel agent thief, and also 2 loyalist minifigures. So even though it's not going to be an Ninjago set, it is going to be packed with such iconic characters from Lego Ninjago. I kind of do wish it was a city set, as I just love how all those sets look together. You can see a picture from Stonewalls, just how good they all do look. But nonetheless, that one is going to be releasing on January 1st, so I'm sure we're not too far away from images now. Thanks to BrickTap, we did also get a look at a couple of more 2026 sets, including a little bit of a better image on the Hogwarts, the Hospital Wing. This one coming in for $100 or £90, launching on January 1st. Does look to have a potentially new, not a new hairpiece, but kind of Hermione using a different hairpiece in this set. Also including, of course, Ron and Hermione and Lupin, and there's going to be a couple of other minifigures included. This one is, of course, being the latest expansion to the ever-expanding Lego Hogwarts system, and also another image appeared at the Lego Ninjago. I believe this one is called the Dragon of Life, part of the January wave. This one not an anniversary, but rather a Dragon's Rising set. Bit pricey though at $110, but of course it does include a lot of minifigures. Then if you like me, I'm sure a lot of you are loving Gabby's Dollhouse, probably your favourite theme Lego is producing right now. So you're a little bit excited to hear that 11215 is going to be Gabby's Brick Built Cat Friends. This one coming in with 324 pieces and coming in for $45 or £40 in the UK, and this one is going to be launching on January 1st, 2026. I just thought I'd mention this one as it's interesting. This one is going to be a 6+ set, while Gabby's Dollhouse is normally a 4+ set. So it's kind of the first time where Lego have taken a 4+ theme, but just ran for a few years now and is now accommodating for some people who are probably older, who've grown up with the show in kind of that next age range that Lego provides. Just something interesting I'd thought I'd mention for Gabby's Dollhouse fans. Next up, literally hot off the press, we have the reveals for the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9, this one being the next round of crowdfunding sets. The first off, the biggest set of the wave is going to be the amazing The Fisherman's Village. This one a colourful setting, which is going to look great in your coastal areas of your Lego city. This one looks amazing, so many interior details packed into this one as well. This one is really reminiscent of kind of the old fishing store from Lego Ideas. Next up one I'm really excited for is going to be the Wood Brick Freight Depot. This one is by the same designer as the old train engine shed from Series 1. This one is going to be another great train set for your collection. Quite a substantial model as well. I'd expect this one probably around $150 to $200 in that price range. And one a few castle fans and medieval fans will be liking is going to be the Guarded Dragon Inn. This one a beautiful kind of medieval Tudor style building. It is going to open up similar to what we saw with the Hocus Pocus Cottage, and it is going to have plenty of interior, so that one is going to look really, really good. And then the next one for fans of the Wild West is going to be the Wild West an Outpost. So this one is going to be another set for the Wild West series we've seen throughout Bricklink Designer Program, also designed by the same designer as we saw for that first Wild West set in Series 1. That one is going to look great, and hopefully some cool Western minifigures are included as well. Then we always got one small Bricklink Designer Program set. This wave is going to be the pumpkin patch, which is going to be great for your Lego City, or just kind of a little display to have out in the autumn or around Halloween season, and you can probably add some ghost to it to make it a little bit more exciting, but it does look great with all those different foliage pieces. And how the Bricklink Designer Program works is these are going to be able to be pre-ordered from October 2026, so you can't pre-order these for another year, and then these aren't going to be shipping to your home until March 2027, so definitely a long wait, but of course with the Bricklink Designer Program it's always worth the wait, as these are some pretty incredible models. So yeah, a lot of exciting Lego news on the way, of course. I know it's going to be a bummer that you're not all going to be able to buy that Winter Village kind of exclusive employee gift set. Definitely intrigued to see how that Pokemon set turns out, if it is indeed the final evolutions. It's interesting to see Lego expanding its Formula 1 collaboration into the Academy with that brand new set. I think that Technic Wave has some promise with the 18 plus set and also the Rubicon SUV. Those brand new winter gift purchases are also looking pretty good so far. Will you be buying any of those brand new Lego sales sets in a few days' time? It'd be great to get some more Looney Tunes representation in Lego with Bugs Bunny. It's going to be great to get more Brickheads with the brand new Angel Brickhead, and I'm excited to see that Ninjago Old Town, even though it isn't a city set. And then Harry Potter is looking strong again with a new castle expansion, and the brand new Bricklink Designer Program Series 9 is also looking pretty impressive. So some huge new Lego leaks and rumors. Comment down below, what are you excited for, what are you not? You can like the video, subscribe, turn notifications, more Lego videos, like a news video, watch any videos on screen now. Remember guys, keep clicking and bricking. I'll see you all later guys, bye bye.